Hey everybody, happy Sunday afternoon. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully you were able to have a little downtime and catch up on some things you needed to catch up on perhaps, and maybe sit around and do nothing if you're so inclined. But I wanted to do a video today on just the current trajectory that we're on as a country, and politically speaking, the vulnerabilities that we currently have internally and externally. So SHTF, now what? Because I firmly believe we're in a soft SHTF situation right now. And, it could be heating up. I think in certain aspects it is already very hot, likely to get scalding hot. Let's talk about that for a minute. SHTF, now what? What's the deal now? Okay, so let's just run through some topics here. And, this is my opinion. Everybody else has their own. I'm not saying, do what I do. I'm just telling you kind of what I do and how I think and how I sort of prepare, I guess is a good word. But number one, I think you need to expect chaos. Because the government has already demonstrated their inability to take care of Americans when the chips are down. So Joe Biden and his devil's rejects, and I'm including the 4 stars that are involved in this political crap, including the SHTF and all his staff. They have aided and abetted this chaotic situation that so many people find themselves in overseas. And I think it's a good barometer on their mindset and what they're willing to do and what they're willing not to do. So expect chaos. Expect the horde of the unprepared to come. Expect that horde to be desperate. Expect that horde to be capable of just about anything due to their selfishness and procrastination and laziness. See, the unprepared will be a disaster because there's nobody coming to help. They're not going to come help. Okay? People think that the police are going to come help them, this and that, emergency services. You know what? If we have a real balloon up SHTF situation here, they're going to be home protecting their own damn families. Okay? Who would blame them? So that takes us to the next scenario, or the next topic. So you should expect chaos. You should expect it to occur, and just get that through your head. So be ready to defend what you have. You should already be stocked up and loaded. And when I say loaded, I'm talking about mags full. Not if you got 100 Freedom Seeds and you got 3 mags, they ought to be full. You're not going to have the luxury of having a loadout party. So be ready to defend what you own and what you have, because the unprepared and the procrastinators are going to probably try to come for your stuff because there's nobody else that's coming to help them. They're going to have to try to take it. So, that sort of brings the come and take it, movement to a whole another level. So I hope that people are ready to defend what's theirs. Granted, it depends on at what level of SHTF we're talking about. If it's full blown, World War Z or Book of Eli, all bets are off. If it's a riot situation where there's looting and burning, it may not it may not be a wise decision to stay and defend using deadly force in certain jurisdictions, and we've talked about that before. Because if you're in St. Louis or Minneapolis, you got to rethink your defensive posture there, and amongst other jurisdictions as well. But be ready to defend what you have. And lastly, I'm just going to say, be prepared to say no. Somebody knocks on your door, you don't know them, they're uninvited, and they're not a cop with a warrant in their hand that you can read. Tell them no, they need to get off your property. Tell them to leave. Because they will come and try to get your stuff. Another thing I was going to encourage people to do with regards to preps is go ahead and get those locking fuel caps for your gas tanks. During an SHTF situation or a weather event or some type of grid down situation, they're going to be stealing fuel like crazy. So that's another, defense mechanism that you can have, is the ability to have a full tank of gas, or at least keep the fuel that you have in there ready to use in case you got to bug out somewhere. So I would seriously consider the likelihood of chaos coming to fruition if this ship doesn't get righted real soon. Extra lockdowns, mandates, this and that. Now they're trying to make the kids wear masks in school. Probably not going to be able to register your vehicle at some point without having the vax. It's going to probably just be so stupid. It's going to be unbelievable. But I hope everybody is paying attention. As far as the shelves go in my area, the shelves are pretty decent, I would say. I did a video last week on a place during the middle of the week that was chock full of everything, pretty much. I mean, it was like normal. No issue at all. And of course, everybody's heard about the ban on Russian freedom seeds and other 2A parts and accessories from Russia. So you might want to, consider buying what's left on the shelf if you can find it. If you haven't already taken care of that problem, which you should have. Because, it's chipping away little by little. And then people are going to wake up one day and go, what the hell happened? I thought it would never happen. That's what we're going to keep hearing. So hopefully you're not one of those, and you are prepared and, expecting what's to come, or at least have an idea, and you're doing something about it. So, do what you can do. Pay attention. Head on a swivel, no matter where you go. Have a means to defend yourself with deadly force. Be smart. And of course, always pray. So with that, keep prepping. Stack it deep. And always remember, long live the Republic.